at what we call the triptych of positions in the games, with Wesley So and LEVON ARONIAN being one of them. And LEVON played this really nice idea, knight g4, rook to f8, and king to h8. We've seen him do this idea before. And after h3, knight to h6, guys. What a maneuver. Usually you'd be thinking, man, he can just take the knight and crack your pawn structure, expose your king, but that does also expose your own king, as anytime pawns are doubled, files get opened. And so not capturing on h6. Bishop also to g5 was another move here. Instead he went for the more direct b4, a6, bishop b3, and LEVON said, let's go. Money time, we're going to play f5, and after knight bd2, queen f6, and black is trying to gang up on this side of the board, ignoring this centralization by white, and also the queen side demonstration by white as well. White can play for knight c4 and start to pressure the position. b5 could come in at any moment. So it looks like white has options, as this wing attack is going to be met by some kind of central demonstration. A sharp position. LEVON doesn't absolutely need to win in this situation, given that he's in a solid state in the tournament itself. But Wesley So, if he doesn't start getting points, can you imagine Wesley So? We were saying one of the best rapid players in the world. He was top 4, top 5. He's now in dead last. Wesley So? I mean, he just beat Magnus Carlsen. I mean, not beat. Foot on the neck, what he did to Magnus in the world, the Chess 960 Championship, Fisher Random. And he comes here, and he's in dead last. I mean, from first to worst, that's simply incredible to see happen. What a turn of events. Your chess is only as good as your last victory.
Beautiful finish. Had knight h4 happen instead of the move bishop g5, back in this position that I have on my board. Knight h4 looks very tempting because you attack the queen and you defend the pawn at the same time. But of course, the problem is that this beauty on c5 creates a very dangerous situation for the white side. And after queen g3, not just threatening the bishop on d8, recovering the material, but more importantly, the knight coming to g4, threatening queen h2 checkmate. Of course, the queen is completely immune to attack because of the pin. That looks like a crushing position. Therefore, bishop g5 was played, and we're going right into Maurice's analysis with rook takes f3, knight takes f3, rook f8, and even this move he was showing me of knight takes e5. Quickly, I see that we have more moves. I believe it's...
These guys are ridiculous.
Queen takes g5 was what happened.
Yes, queen g5.
Knight g4, and bishop e6.
These are all first-line computer moves. How do you find all these moves?
I don't think white had a choice because everything else resignable.
But black also found all the right moves as well. Everything exact, precise. This is what LEVON was talking about again. I call the LEVON principle. If there's only one move, strong players find it. Like every single move white had to find, white found. LEVON has also played a pace, finding all the best moves as well. Will he find the best one right now? Because after all those fireworks, like ridiculous fireworks, black is down an exchange.
Yeah, but it feels like it's an almost winning position.
With a position that's close to winning. But guys, the way to play this position is to retreat at the moment.
Yeah, but knight e5 threatens checkmate and with knight f3 check, right?
But bishop h3 is playable.
And then queen g3?
Queen g3 runs into king h1, and suddenly
I don't want to pin myself.
Trickies.
Yeah, I don't want to pin myself with bishop takes f2.
So the best line, apparently, play a check, drop the queen back, prepare this idea. What a crazy, deep, impossible idea to play. It looks like it's busted, but if this is the best line, it's not as busted as it looks.
No,
this
it's
is
not easy
some stuff
to find.
You've got to find. He did find knight e5. I'm so impressed by these players in this sharp, super sharp position to be finding these kind of heavy moves. Just incredible. Great chess. What a battle.
No, it's an incredible lesson here by LEVON, playing such a standard plan, but executing it in a brilliant fashion so far. Knight e5 on the board, a strong advantage on the clock for Aronian as well, as we get into the sharper positions where the Wesley needs to defend. That might also be a key factor. At the moment, the knight f3 check looks incredibly strong. I do fully understand the move bishop h3. First of all, the bishop covers the diagonal. He's actually played it the other way around, playing king h1 first. But this I'm not as fond of, because I think I have Can I play queen h6 and rook f3? Is that just winning? Queen h6 check, bishop h3, and rook f3 looks completely crushing to me.
Oh, that looks like toast.
Well, I'm very validated when I sacrificed my rooks and the black bar didn't actually move. So this must be winning somehow.
This looks like toast. that was his first move where he blinked, did Wesley So. He needed to put the bishop on h3 first.
Right, because you have to force the knight to f3 for my king to be forced into h1. But this one with the sacrifice coming up on h3 just looks completely
This is
lights out.
toast. This is finished. Brilliant game. Absolute. We've seen, by the way, how many rapid brilliancies have we seen in this tournament so far?
Oof.
How many of them? It's astonishing. We've seen so many literal, just astonishing, beautiful, amazing games being played. By the way, Fabiano Caruana, we saw this same position with Black, Shakhriyar, and Black has been the boss of this variation because here he got to play the move d5 to Shakhriyar, and knight takes on d5, and now Fabi shedded his bishop, queen c2 after a long think, and allowed this knight to f4, and after bishop e5, queen to f7, and Black is now threatening knight takes on h3 and picking off this knight as well. He has the bishop. A bishop's going to land on d5, and it is Black in the driver's seat in this position. No question about it. This knight not saying anything at all on the g3 square. Fabiano is in big trouble in this game. And it would mean, by the way, after winning 3 in a row, if he loses now, he will have lost 3 in a row back. Incredibly streaky player in one direction or the other.
Yeah, it's not usually the case for him. He does have that record of the 7-0, but he's not normally a streaky player. He usually recovers quickly from losses. Maybe a couple here and a couple there, but 3 in a row and 3 in a row is very unusual for him.
Look what Shakhriyar would be if he got 2 points now. You'll be all the way at 9, right in the mix.
Yeah, a lot of wins in a row for him.
Now, in Anish Giri's game against Korobov, as we see, that's the key game right here for this game.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, God.
This is nasty. This is a beatdown. Wow, queen h4 check, king g1, rook to f6, down what exchange, bishop h3, g5. This is a masterpiece, guys.
I love the way Wesley plays, though. g4, queen takes b7. Give me that pawn. I'm going to get as many resources as possible because I want to take the pawn on h3 and try to survive some kind of endgame. Like, even coming up with the concept is difficult. Unfortunately, I think he just gets mated because knight f3 check and rook h6.
Wow.
But he tried. I believe rook h6 is checkmate, though.
Wow.
You mean forcing checkmate?
Pretty much, because I'll be threatening queen g5.
Yeah, you'll be threatening just backing the queen draw.
Yeah.
And there it is, LEVON back on a plus score. Wesley So, sadly, for the Fisher Random World Champion, is now in last place in this event.
Is this the